Let us start with next example. The direction ratios of a line perpendicular to the lines having direction ratios 1, 3, minus 2 and minus 2, 2, 4. So here we have to find direction ratios of the required line. Two other lines are given whose direction ratios are known to us. But those lines, they are perpendicular to required lines. Now direction ratios of two lines are given. So we shall find vectors along those two lines. And when we know direction ratios of line, we can write equation of vector along it. Direction ratios, they become coefficients of unit vectors I, j, k. So b bar equal to I plus 3j minus 2k. Another vector c bar equal to minus 2i plus 2j plus 4k. Now these are the vectors perpendicular to required line. Cross product of two vectors is a vector quantity and it is perpendicular to both those vectors. So b bar cross c bar, it is a vector which is perpendicular to b bar and c bar both. B bar and c bar, they are perpendicular to required line. It means that b bar cross c bar, it is parallel to required line. Two vectors, they are in terms of unit vectors I, j, k. Cross product of two vectors is a vector quantity and we get their cross product by using determinant. B bar cross c bar, in determinant, unit vectors I, j, k in first row of determinant. In second row of determinant, coefficients of I, j, k for first vector b bar 1, 3, minus 2. In third row of determinant, coefficients of I, j, k for second vector c bar minus 2, 2, 4. Evaluate determinant I into 12 minus minus plus 4, that is 16. Second element of first row with opposite sign, so minus j in bracket 4. Product is 4 but we have to subtract, minus 4 plus k into bracket 2 minus minus plus 6. So 16i plus 0j plus 8k. B bar cross c bar parallel to required line. This is a vector quantity. Direction ratios of vector, they are coefficients of unit vectors I, j, k. So here direction ratios are 16, 0, 8. These are the direction ratios for B bar cross C bar and same are direction ratios of required line. Here we have to find direction ratios of required line. Now these numbers, they are not present in the options. For one line there are infinite direction ratios and they are proportional. So to get required direction ratios, we can multiply or divide by same non-zero number. Here we can divide by 8. 16 by 8, 2. 0 by 8, 0. 8 by 8, 1. And we can observe that these numbers, they are present in option C. So here answer is option C. Now next example. Which of the following triplet gives direction cosines of a line? For direction cosines, we know sum of squares of direction cosines, it is always equal to 1. In direction cosines it is a triplet, and in triplet number can be equal to 1 or less than 1. Number cannot be greater than 1. Observe option A, option B, option C. Here, if we find sum of squares of these numbers, they cannot be equal to 1. So here, answer is option D. Because in option D only, numbers, they are less than 1. So directly we can write answer option D. In exam, we need not verify option D because remaining 3 options not correct. Here we can verify. Find sum of squares of these 3 numbers. 1 by root 3 square. We can find square of numerator and denominator separately. 1 square 1. Root 3 square 3. When we square it, radical sign gets eliminated. Plus 1 by 3. Plus 1 by 3. Addition of 3 ratios where denominators same. As denominators are same, LCM 3. As denominators are same, simply add numerators. 3 by 3, 1. So these numbers satisfy the required condition. So option D, it represents direction cosines of line. Now next example. The coordinates of foot of the perpendicular from point P 1, 0, 0 on the line x minus 1 upon 2 is equal to y plus 1 upon minus 3 is equal to z plus 10 upon 8 is. So we have to find coordinates of foot of the perpendicular. Point P is given. From that we have to draw perpendicular to the line. Suppose point M is foot of the perpendicular. So we have to find coordinates of point M. Equation of line, it is given in Cartesian form. These 3 equal sides are there. Each side has same value. Now let us denote value of each ratio as lambda. X minus 1 upon 2 is equal to y plus 1 upon minus 3 is equal to z plus 10 upon 8 equal to lambda. Now we shall write values of x, y, z in terms of lambda. Equate this first side with lambda. X minus 1 equal to x minus 1 upon 2 equal to lambda. So x minus 1 equal to 2 lambda. From that we can write x equal to 2 lambda minus plus. Similarly, y plus 1 equal to minus 3 lambda. So we get y equal to minus 3 lambda minus 1. Z equal to 8 lambda minus 10. These are the values of x, y, z. And x, y, z, they give us coordinates of every point on the line. Here lambda is unknown. Value of lambda changes for every point. So every point has different coordinates. So these are the coordinates of point M also. Coordinates of point P are known to us. Now we shall find direction ratios of PM. 2 lambda plus 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. What we get is 2 lambda. Minus 3 lambda minus 1 minus 0. 8 lambda minus 10 minus 0. So these are the direction ratios of PM. Equation of line, it is given in Cartesian form. So from numerator, we get coordinates of one point on the line. Point on the line is 1 minus 1 minus 10. But here we don't require coordinates of point. Numbers in denominator, they give us direction ratios of line. So direction ratios of line, they are 2 minus 3, 8. PM perpendicular to line, sum of product of direction ratios equal to 0. Use that condition. So 2 into 2 lambda, we get 4 lambda. Minus 3 into bracket, minus 3 lambda minus 1. Open the bracket. Plus 9 lambda plus 3. Plus 8 into bracket, 8 lambda minus 10. 8 8s are 64 lambda minus 8, and this is equal to 0. Now collect terms containing lambda. 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 64, 77. Minus 80 plus 3. Collect the numbers. Minus 77 equal to 0. So we get 77 lambda equal to 77. Lambda 77 upon 77, 1. Now after getting values of lambda, we can find coordinates of point M. For that, put values of lambda here. 2 into 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. Minus 3 into 1, minus 3, minus 1, minus 4. 8 into 1, 8, minus 10, minus 2. So coordinates of foot of the perpendicular, 3, minus 4, minus 2. No option contains these coordinates. So here answer is option D. Next example. If A 2, minus 3, 1 and B are the points on the line, x minus 2 upon 1 is equal to y plus 3 upon minus 2 is equal to z minus 1 upon 2, and length AB equal to 9. So A and B, they are the points on the line. Coordinates of point A are given, and we have to find coordinates of point B. Now here this is multiple choice question. Options are there, so it is more convenient to verify the options. A and B are the points on line, so their coordinates satisfy equation of line. Here we have to find coordinates of point B. So for point B, 4 options are given. Verify the options. Now put x equal to minus 4, y equal to 2, z equal to 3 in equation of line. Minus 4 minus 2 upon 1. Y is 2. 2 plus 3 upon minus 2. This is minus 6. Minus 5 by 2. They are not equal. It means that option A not correct. Other condition, we have to verify whether length AB equal to 9 or not by using distance formula. But here for option A it is not necessary, because coordinates in option A, they do not satisfy first condition. If first condition is satisfied, then only we shall verify whether length AB equal to 9 or not. Option B, put x equal to 4. 4 minus 2 upon 1 equal to minus 3 plus 3 upon minus 2. This is 0. 4 minus 2, 2. Not equal. It means that this point also does not lie on the line. Verify option C. Put x equal to 4. 4 minus 2 upon 1 is equal to 3 plus 3 upon minus 2. 4 minus 2, 2. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 by minus 2, minus 3. So coordinates of point in option C also do not satisfy. Therefore, answer is option D. For option D, we need not verify equation of line, or we need not verify length AB equal to 9 also.